All right, so with number 18 here, we are still in the same section that we are using the rules of exponents to simplify. And we are writing our final answer with positive exponents, and we're told to assume that all variables represent positive real numbers. So we've been given x to the 2/3 raised to the second power over x cubed raised to the 8/3 power. Well, we know in this situation we're going to apply the product rule or the power rule, which tells us to multiply our two powers. And so what we're going to have is x to the, and now we have 2 over 3 times 2 over 1. And so we end up with 2 times 2, well, that gives us 4. 3 times 1, well, that gives us 3. So we end up with x to the 4/3 over, and now here we're going to have, well, our base will be x, but now we have 3 over 1, right? 3 over 1 times 8 over 3. And in this case, we can go ahead and cancel our 3's, and so we're just left with 8 over 1, which is the same thing as just 8. So we have now x to the 8th. Well, we have a fraction going on here, don't we? So we have to ask ourselves, are we top heavy or are we bottom heavy? And in this case, we're definitely bottom heavy, right? Because we have our exponent, rather, in the denominator is 8, and the exponent in our numerator is 4/3, and 4/3 is the same as 1 and 1/3, so definitely smaller than 8. So since we're bottom heavy, we're going to want to subtract 4/3 from 8. So we have 8 over 1 minus now 4/3. And now that we're adding and subtracting fractions here, we want to get a common denominator. So our common denominator is going to be 3. And so really what we have, let me go ahead and move this over a little bit so we have some more room to work. What we end up with now is 24 over 3 minus 4 over 3. And so that's going to give us 20 over 3. And so our new fraction here is going to end up being, and I'll move this over a little bit, is now going to be 1 over x to the 20 over 3. All right, again, we were bottom heavy, so we're going to subtract 4/3 from 8, and our answer is going to end up being in the denominator. And since we cleared our numerator, we have to replace it with a 1. Remember, you can never leave your numerator empty. It's okay to have to eliminate everything from your denominator, but if you do clear everything from your numerator, you have to replace what was there with a 1. And so we end up with 1 over x to the 20 over 3.